know the one truth I've learned in all my years? Life's too hard. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Solitude, home to the East Empire Company. I've got a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use a lot more news. I'd been on guard at the Falmer embassy. Wouldn't nobody be disturbing that.
I can take you to any port on the... Where are you headed? Climb on in the boat and get comfortable. May not look like much, but my boat can get you there faster than walking. Need something? Where are you headed? Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
You're not supposed to be in here.
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 You're not supposed to be in here. What do you need? Where are you headed? Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
I'm glad that I'm finally traveling with someone who seems competent. My last patron was killed trying to tackle an entire
Yes?
water.
Where are you headed? Climb on in the boat and get comfortable. Need something? Where are you headed? Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum. Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belonged to the mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silas is back, And this museum to the mythic dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago. That museum is a mistake.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for opening this museum, and I'm not changing my mind. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled an empire. Their importance to history cannot be forgotten. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Your loss, but if you change your mind, I'll be here. And here comes my first visitor. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Your loss, but if you change your mind, I'll be here. And here you are. Good. Come in, browse the display and let's talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn. Those robes were worn during the Mythic Dawn's secret meetings, where they plotted to bring the Daedra Mehrunes Dagon into Tamriel. Each bolt of yarn used to make the robe was colored with a dye, made from sacrificial blood. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business? It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders. And the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worship Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection.
Pale reminds me of the...
Look at them. The legendary sharpness of a Daedric weapon. Marvelous. And here's your payment for the shards. We just need the hilt and the pommel now. Good luck finding the fragments.
The mortar and pestle makes potions, if you can't tell from the name. Just step up to the counter. The mortar and pestle has cures for every illness, from ataxia to whitbane. No, I don't have anything for bad dreams, so don't ask. New in town? Oh, you're lucky. Dreams aren't affecting travelers. Everyone else, though. They're horrible. Imagine dying over and over again in your dreams, night after night. They say a priest of Mara is visiting the Wind Peak Inn. Says the divines will take care of everything. We'll see about that. I'm the oldest woman in Dawnstar. Was here when Skald the Elder was Skald the Younger. He's a fool if you haven't met him already. Thinks Ulfric Stormcloak is invincible and spits dragon fire. The people here look to Brina Marilis when they need things settled. Real firebrand going up. Wasn't surprised when she joined the Legion. Take a look. Let me know if you come down with the rattles.
What's our next move? if it'll help us get moving quicker. Sure. Lead up.
You've come to Dawnstar at a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares.
Can't sleep well no matter how much drink I put in me.
These dreams are real, I tell you. Real!
I'm no one special.
I'm really
Just a
not in the
minor
mood.
swing
State your business or take your leave. I've a mind to run, so if you'll excuse me.
Divine's sake, Skull. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Auric is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed. Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words. Oh, the Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a Divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
My duty is to guard Brina Merilis.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof
Watch
of
your
their
hands around the legate.
By the Divines, I'm tired.
The Jarl is tired. Be mindful of that.
Just a
I've
servant
been
of
in
Skull
charge
the
of
Elder.
Dawnstar for
Worthy
over
of time and
35
consideration.
years.
If you're here about the nightmares, I'm afraid my pleas to the College of Winterhold go unheard. If you could call it that. The Jarl can make all the demands in the world. I'm not setting one foot on that battlefield. I fought in the Great War. I cut enough young lives short. I'm not gonna do it again. About 30 years ago, the Aldemary Dominion invaded the Empire. It was a surprise attack. Caught everyone off guard. They ended up sacking the Imperial City. I was there, blasting apart young elven men and women with fireballs and lightning bolts. By Akatosh, all the blood, the smell of flesh burned and pulled apart by magic. I never want to do that to another soul, ever again. So, you wish to master the arcane arts. Back to another fine day in Dawnstar.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. All right then.
My family has served Skuld Felgate's family for generations. By the divines, I'm tired.
I'm here to lend my magic to the people.
My cousin's out fighting dragons. What do I get? Can I help you? Let me... The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance. Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
Need some? One side, coming through! I'm running food and supplies to the miners. Don't pay much, but they let me sleep by the fire in the inn most nights. They're dead. My pa was a sailor. Took me with him on his last trip. After he got sick, they put us off here and left without us. He died a few days later. I've tried to make do since then, but it's been hard. Real hard.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love. Our hero
All right, then.
claims a warrior's heart. I tell
What troubles you, my son? The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
Believe the dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes.
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes with a voice-wielding power of the ancient Lord Art. Believe,
I promise to answer all of your questions.
Comes.
Follow me.
I envy you travelers. Dreams aren't affecting anyone not from here. Yes. Ever since my mother died a few winters ago, I play songs and help with the drinks when I have the time. My mother taught me. She was a bard from the college in Solitude. I hear they accept most people who apply, if you're ever interested.
Need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers. Everyone in town knows about the Black Door, and to never go near it. Let's sate that appetite, huh? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to
No,
White Rock.
I don't have anything for bad dreams, so don't ask.
And the braggart did
Until next
These
time.
dreams are real, I tell you. Lady Mara will save us from these nightmares.
Once sailing gets in your blood,
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be a ship's captain, but I'm going to prove them wrong. By inheritance, as my men are fond of saying. Can't blame them. My mother ran the Sea Squall as strictly as she ran the house. I've been trying to find new areas of business, trying to win the sailors' respect, but I keep having problems. Take the last trade we did. Some fine-cut void salts from the College of Winterhold. Plenty of coin if you know who to sell it to. Sailors are what happened to them. They got drunk and ended up losing the merchandise in some cave. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts.
I could run this ship better than that boy who calls himself a captain. Maybe one day I'll lose.
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Gods, I'm so tired. I help my husband, Rustleaf, run the forge. He's a marvel with steel.
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy?
Trouble?
I'm busy, and you're bothering me. What do you think you're...
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go.
Can't sleep well, no matter how.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Our hero claims a
This way, my
warrior's
son.
heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With the voice-wielding power of the ancient Lord Art. Believe,
Those were the
the
days.
Dragonborn comes.
I'd never seen my husband fight
It's
so
an end to
bravely
the evil of all Skyrim's foes.
Divine's blessed.
Vermina from her citadel of descent. Whatever the case may be, Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire.
You'll know.
Nightmare's Land. The reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. This way, my son.
The Pale reminds me of the northern.
You, what do you want?
I work in the mine just like everyone else.
Full of
good man.
unfriendly creatures.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble.
My children all grew up and left Dawnstar to make their fortune.
I'm glad that I'm finally traveling with someone who seems competent. My last day was trying to tackle an entire fort of men not so long ago.
by her benevolence, you shall not!
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike. The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all. Once we get inside, all will become clear. Give me just a moment. I'll have this open. The skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Take heed, they've awakened.
Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. Lore holds that the Skull of Corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within. Take heed, they've awakened.
Kill the defilers!
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Starship Skyrim! We're still under attack!
Mercy!
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level. Yes, my son. Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you. I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina. I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled. The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged. For Lady Mara.
No more! Ah!
No!
Kill the defilers! Die!
Benevolence of martyr. Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical The tome bears the likeness. Let me take a look. It involves a recipe. Yes. Sadly, as a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina. All believe there is a laboratory. Those are... Thanks to all of these odd... Otherwise, I'm uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled. The laboratory adjoins. Time for your final rest.
Still under attack!
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should... Yeah, I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink. Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you.
Brother Thorin,
We must remain here and guard this skull with our lives.
Agreed. To the death.
Yes. Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it. Lady Mara.
The defilers!
Time for your progress.
I'll show you a real pain for your back. should have come here. I'll show you a real fighter.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. I'll begin searching up here. Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? So, I understand your hesitation.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varric.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's... Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you.
Brother Thorin, we must remain here to guard this skull with our lives. Process me!
Worked. You vanished after drinking the torch. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Come, we must get to the skull. Destroy it. Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. After what you just experienced? Indeed. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come. We must take him and awaken.
Stop them!
final hour. Feel the benevolence of Mara.
I fought worse than you.
Watch out! There, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. What's your star?
Mina, forgive me.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? Yes, you're right. If they needed to die so that Dawnstar could live, then it was worth the price. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arinder will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it. Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me. In time, I'll believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here. There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you. God strike you down.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble.
I'm no one special. Just a miner who swings a pickaxe when he's drinking.
There's no honor in being a Jarl's servant.
The nightmares in Dawnstar have lifted, and I hear you helped that happen. You have my thanks. Giants are a common problem in the Pale. The Empire always demanded I leave them be, but the Empire isn't here now. Go and slay one of the beasts. Should let them know that Dawnstar is not to be trifled with. I'm counting on you. Good luck with the giant. Don't get stepped on.